The 54th Annual Grammy Awards will be broadcasted live right here on CBS 5 tomorrow. Tonight, a couple of Bay Area locals are getting ready for their 15 minutes of fame, and they are among the nominees. Elizabeth Cook introduces us to these local musicians headed to the industry's biggest night.
Paul Sadas usually doesn't put too much thought into his haircuts, but this one had to be good.
This is a pretty special event, yes.
He is getting primped to rub elbows with music's biggest stars at the Grammys, not as a fan, as a nominee. He got the news via text message from one of his music teachers.
And he said, "Hey, by the way, you're nominated for a Grammy. You're recording with Rich." And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's nuts."
Paul is nominated for Best Small Ensemble Performance for his work on the Kingdoms of Castile, a collection of Spanish, Italian, and Latin American music, alongside his mentor, Richard Savino, who recruited Paul to be part of the project when he was still a student at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music.
Paul would be a great guy to bring on this because basically he likes to run amok.
And he got to run amok at one of the most prestigious and private studios on the planet, Skywalker Ranch, the elusive compound of Star Wars creator George Lucas.
You drive into this heavily wooded area, and there's a gate that opens very slowly, and then you go in there into the security, and they ask you why you're here. They don't say too much information, and you keep driving. And there's a vineyard, there's a pool, a spa. I mean, it's an amazing place. Not a bad place to record an album.
When it comes down to nuts and bolts recording, Skywalker's the best.
It sounded great just right off the bat. I'm like, oh my God.
Paul admits he's going for the people watching almost as much as the hardware.
You know, I'd love to see Rihanna. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a big Rihanna fan.
They're going to get to leave their instruments at home, but their biggest challenge that night may be to play it cool.
We can't have these unbelievable big cheesy smiles on our face the whole time.
In San Francisco, Elizabeth Cook, CBS 5.
Yes, he can. Well, Paul McCartney, Tony Bennett, and Glenn Campbell, who has Alzheimer's disease, will also perform. And you can see the Grammys tomorrow night at 8 right here on CBS 5. That's followed by a special edition of Eyewitness News at 11:30 when you'll hear from the doctor who performed surgery on singer Adele's vocal cord.